You're at a wedding. The music is playing, everyone's laughing, people are hugging strangers like it's the most natural thing in the world. And you're standing near the exit, counting the minutes, secretly wondering if you can sneak out without anyone noticing. Or maybe it was a concert, a mall during Eid, a family dinner where 30 cousins showed up, and you just shut down. Not sad, not rude, just completely done. Here's the thing nobody ever tells you. That feeling, that desperate urge to escape a room full of people, it's not you being antisocial, it's not anxiety, it's not weird. There's actually a very specific reason your brain does this, and once you hear it, a lot of things in your life are going to start making sense. Stay with me. Let's start with the science, because this is honestly the part that blew my mind. Researchers have been studying this for decades, and what they found is that people who hate crowds aren't more anxious, more broken, or more damaged than anyone else. They just have nervous systems that process information more deeply. Think about it like this. Imagine your brain is a browser. Most people have like 5 tabs open in a crowd. But some of us, we've got 47 tabs, 17 notifications, 2 videos autoplaying, and the laptop is about to overheat. That's literally what's happening. Your nervous system is picking up everything. Every conversation happening nearby, every face that passes too close, every shift in mood in the room, every smell, every sound, every sudden movement. Psychologist Elaine Aron actually has a name for this. She calls it being a highly sensitive person, an HSP, and studies suggest around 30% of people have this trait. That means if you're watching this, there's a very good chance this is describing you right now. And here's what's important to understand. This has nothing to do with whether you're an introvert or extrovert. You can be someone who loves people, loves conversations, loves being social, and still find a crowded marketplace completely draining. Because the issue isn't the people, the issue is the volume of stimulation your brain is trying to manage all at once. One person on Reddit said it perfectly. They wrote, "I don't hate people, I hate the noise, I hate the chaos. I can have one of the best conversations of my life one-on-one, but put me in a mall on a Saturday and I feel like I'm being slowly dismantled from the inside." If you've ever felt that way, drop a light bulb in the comments, because you are not the only one. Now here's where it gets even more interesting. Your brain has a built-in alarm system. It's called the fight or flight response, and for most of human history, this system worked great. You see a lion, your heart races, adrenaline pumps, you run or you fight. The problem is, your brain can't always tell the difference between a lion and a crowded shopping center. When you're in a tight space with too many people, too much movement, too much noise, your nervous system can actually interpret that as danger. Your heart rate goes up, your body tenses, you start looking for exits. Not because something is actually wrong, but because your brain's ancient alarm system is misfiring in a modern environment. There's even a name for the extreme version of this, inoculophobia, which is a clinical fear of crowds. But you don't have to have a phobia to feel this on some level. Most people who hate crowds just have a lower threshold for overstimulation than others. It's a spectrum. And here's something that really hits different when you think about it. Researchers in environmental psychology found that personal space isn't just a social preference, it's a psychological boundary. When strangers stand too close, brush past you, or crowd your physical space, your body reads it as a violation of safety, even if your conscious mind knows everything is fine. Your body disagrees, and your body almost always wins.
Okay, so here's the part I actually wasn't expecting when I was researching this. Some people who hate crowds aren't just overstimulated by noise, they're overstimulated by other people's emotions. If you're someone with high empathy, and a lot of crowd haters are, walking into a room full of people is like walking into a room full of invisible emotional signals you can't turn off. Someone near you is stressed, you feel it. Someone 2 tables away is having an argument with their spouse, you feel that too. Someone is excited, someone is sad, someone is bored. And your nervous system absorbs all of it. It's like, imagine you're a sponge, and every person in that crowd is dripping with some kind of emotional content. By the time you leave, you're not just tired, you're carrying everyone else's energy home with you. A lot of people describe this as feeling completely wiped out after social events, not because they didn't enjoy it, but because they were working twice as hard the whole time without even realizing it. Introverts in particular know this feeling deeply. Susan Cain, who wrote the book Quiet, described introverts as people who are at their best in low-stimulation environments, not because they're shy, but because that's where their brain actually functions at full capacity. Let me ask you something. Have you ever gone to a party, had what seemed like a decent time, came home and then felt completely crashed, like you needed 3 days of doing absolutely nothing just to recover? If your answer is yes, comment recovery mode right now. I have a feeling the comment section is about to be very full. Here's one more layer that most videos skip. It's not just the sensory overload, it's the loss of control. Crowds are unpredictable. You can't control where people move. You can't control the noise level. You can't control whether someone bumps into you, cuts in front of you, or starts a loud phone call 3 inches from your ear. And for certain personalities, especially those who are deep thinkers, planners, or highly self-aware, unpredictability is genuinely uncomfortable. Not because you're a control freak, but because your brain is wired to notice patterns, plan ahead, and have mental clarity. Crowds destroy mental clarity. Thoughts scatter, focus breaks, and suddenly you feel fragmented inside a space that has no logic or order. Research from the University of Washington actually found that people consistently fail to predict how crowded a space will be because they can't think from the perspective of a whole group. So you show up expecting it to be manageable, and you're blindsided every time. This is why so many crowd haters have their own systems. Going to places before peak hours, sitting near exits, always knowing where the quiet spots are. These aren't signs of weirdness, they're signs of someone who's figured out how to manage their own nervous system in an overstimulating world. And honestly, that's a skill. So let's bring this home. If you hate crowded places, here's what the science is actually telling you. Your nervous system processes more, your empathy runs deeper, your brain needs space to function at its best, and crowds, by their very nature, take all of that away at once. That's not a flaw, that's just how you're wired, and now you know why. The real question is, does this mean you avoid crowds forever? Or does understanding this actually give you more control over how you handle them? Drop your thoughts below. Genuinely curious whether knowing this changes anything for you. And if this video made you feel a little less alone, that's exactly why I made it. Because a lot of us are out here silently counting down the minutes to the moment we can finally go home and exhale. You're not antisocial, you're not broken, your brain is just loud, and there's nothing wrong with that. If this hit close to home, subscribe because we cover this kind of stuff regularly. The psychology behind why you feel what you feel. No fluff, just real explanations for real experiences. I'll see you in the next one.